Welcome to another episode of What Ted Said, where it's always time to get a bigger wallet and a fatter net worth. I'm in Vegas, baby, more than 20 times. And people always ask me, how much money should I bring to Vegas? I'm gonna tell you right now, another episode of What Ted Says. Okay, so there are 4 rules on how much money you should bring to Vegas. Cut the deck, I dare you, because this could be your wallet. Key for rule number 1 here is to only gamble what you can afford to lose. This is a mistake a lot of rookies make the first time that they go to Vegas. Now that daily gambling limit could be $100, it could be $300 or $500 or more depending upon your budget, but you have to only gamble what you can afford to lose. That's the mistake. Now, I will tell you, it's a long day in Vegas. It could start at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and it'd go to 3 a.m. in the morning, or if you sports bet, it could start very early in the morning until the wee hours of the morning. So the important thing is set the limit, spread yourself out over the course of the day so you don't gamble all your money away at one time. And then the big thing I will tell you is that once you're up, try to take that initial amount off the table and put it back in your pocket so you're only gambling with your profits for the rest of that day. The second part of your Vegas budget is all going to be about your good friend alcohol. And you have to think about what you're going to spend, but the real smart Vegas shopper actually stops at the liquor store before they get to their hotel. That is going to be your cheapest way out. If you don't want to do it that way, then simply drink at the gambling tables because the liquor is going to be free and you're going to give small tips to the servers that come by. Because after that, the alcohol is going to cost you a fortune when the lights go out. It doesn't matter where you are, but if you end up getting a cocktail at the bar or somewhere else, it's going to range from $20 to $50, yes, $50 a cocktail, depending upon the hotel you're going to be in. So whether you're going out to eat, or you're going to shows, or you're just planning on doing some clubbing, that will depend on what you're going to spend for your daily budget in Vegas. So tip number 3 on how much money to bring to Vegas is for your spending budget to eat, because when you're sweating out the alcohol at the pool the next day, certainly you're going to want to put some food in your body. But you've got to do this like a pro. If you're going to stay on the Strip and you're going to eat at all the nice restaurants like Nobu and Bouchon, or even have something at the Wynn, it's going to cost you $100+ for all of those meals. So here's the insider tips. If you want snacks, stop at that convenience store or grocery store way before you get to Vegas. Bring your potato chips or Doritos or your candy bars, because anything in the room or in the lobby where you go to the gift store, essentially, it's going to cost you $7 to $10 or more just for one bag of chips. It's that expensive because they basically have you right there in Vegas. And if you want to have a deal on a meal, what you need to do is go down to Fremont Street or Old Vegas, and that's where you can get a taste of the buffet or something like that. Generally only between $10 or $20. It's a better way to do it, but it depends on the Vegas experience that you want. If you want to eat right and have fun, it's going to cost you somewhere between $400 to $600 for those 3 days in Vegas. If you do it the way that I'm talking about, with bringing the snacks and going to the Old Vegas, then it might only cost you between $100 and $200. And the last tip on how much money you're going to bring to Vegas is, will you take the red eye or not? Personally, I think the way to do Vegas is fly out on a Thursday, stay Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but then get the red eye home to Sunday. You're going to save yourself somewhere between $300 to $700 or more, depending upon how that Saturday night goes. But it's a better way to do it. Usually you can get a cheaper flight, and hopefully you can work off some of that alcohol on your way home.
We're back from Vegas.
And these are my 4 tips on how you should go to Vegas on a budget and how much money you should bring with you. I'm going to throw it over to my friend Elvis to wrap this one up right now. Thank you for watching another episode of What Ted Says. Click subscribe, check it out. More videos right now.